Pro-Israel groups are slamming Mayor Mamdani for revoking two executive orders by former Mayor Adams meant to support Israel. One of them barred city agencies from boycotting or divesting from Israel. The other adopted the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance definition of anti-Semitism. It equates some forms of anti-Israel criticism with anti-Semitism. Now, these executive orders are 2 of 9 that Mamdani revoked because they came after Adams was indicted on federal corruption charges. Mayor Mamdani said he wanted a fresh start for his administration. He did not revoke the creation of the city's Office to Combat Anti-Semitism, which Adams created in May.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So barely one day into his first term, Mayor Zohran Mamdani just wiped out 2 massive executive orders that were enacted by his predecessor, Mayor Eric Adams. One, defining anti-Semitism under the IHRA standard, and 2, banning city support for the BDS movement. He called it a fresh start, but the Jewish community and pro-Israel groups are calling it a clear attack on their safety. So here is what others think about this new development. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Roll the clip.
Mamdani has legalized anti-Semitism in New York City on his first day in office. You heard me right. This is his first executive order, which stripped away special protections for Zionist protesters. Mamdani's order now makes it fully legal to say anything you want, and it will be fully protected under the First Amendment. And the executive order allows you to be 1 foot outside of a synagogue and say and protest wherever you want. Something that was previously banned under Executive Order 61 of the previous Mayor Eric Adams. As this Zionist page says, it created a buffer zone so services couldn't be disrupted by hostile mobs. Now that's not all with this major order. Now the police will be banned from arresting anyone at a pro-Palestine protest. And instead they must protect them from hostile mobs against them. Mamdani has made it that if a pro-Palestine protest breaks out and an Israel protest breaks out on the other side, the police will have to arrest the Israeli protesters.
Zohran Mamdani on his first day in office has revoked 2 old executive orders that is upsetting people who support Israel and pro-Israel organizations. Let me tell you what they are. The first one that he revoked is a ban on city agencies from boycotting or divesting from Israel. This is objectively a good thing because why are we allowing another country to ban our government agencies and city agencies from boycotting them? What? Also, a ban on boycotting and divestment is literally a violation of the First Amendment in the first place. The second one is the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which New York City adopted. And Zohran Mamdani has undone this, which again is a good thing because this definition says that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. It is not. And of course, pro-Israel organizations, conservatives, and a lot of liberal Zionists do not like this at all. You even have organizations like Stop Anti-Semitism, which again, it's not actually about anti-Semitism. This is just a pro-Israel organization talking about it, and they're trying to manufacture outrage for this. But it's not going to work because most people don't care, and most people do actually support this. Zomintum, baby!
Breaking news that Aaron Parnes will not break. Zohran Mamdani has now done away with all the executive orders that Eric Adams put in place to limit freedom of speech and expression against Israel, including the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, which has some critiques of Israel marked as anti-Semitic, and the anti-BDS executive orders, which make it tougher to boycott, especially if you are getting state funds for whatever organization that you have. The press will try to make it look like he's being anti-Semitic doing this. They already are. And many of your favorite Zionist influencers are not going to talk about why this is a good thing, but I will. It's a good thing because now people will be able to protest more and people will be able to boycott with their organizations and make statements that, you know, killing children is absolutely wrong. Follow for more updates. And if you like my merch, everything in my merch store helps Palestinian families, including my friend Samir.
So the controversy isn't about traditional anti-Semitism. It's about Zionism and Israel. Critics like the Don and the ACLU applaud Mamdani, arguing that the IHRA standard is overly broad and unlawfully censors legitimate criticism of the state of Israel. They say that it was an Adams-era political stunt. On the flip side, Jewish groups see the IHRA as the vital standard for identifying modern anti-Semitism where hatred hides behind anti-Zionist rhetoric. They argue that by revoking this, Mamdani has effectively stripped away their legal and institutional protection against persecution and discrimination. And for the record, the political temperature is off the charts. The Israeli Foreign Ministry called it anti-Semitic gasoline on open fire. This isn't just about local politics anymore. This is an international fight played out on the streets of New York City itself. Please listen to this.
So Israel has now decided they will be picking the next New York mayor instead of Americans. On this very day, as New York City Mayor Mamdani shows his true face, he scraps the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism and lifts restrictions on boycotting Israel. This isn't leadership. This is anti-Semitic gasline on an open fire. 2.6 million views, only 3,000 likes. It gets worse, so keep watching. Mamdani is the elected mayor of an American city. You are a foreign government. They want you to think this is normal, and most people do. I mean, this is the Israel Foreign Ministry tweeted this. Let me make this simple. IHRA isn't law. Boycotts are protected speech. Israel is non-terrorism. Free speech isn't anti-Semitic. This outrage is performative, trivializing anti-Semitic, cheapens it. Well, guys, go watch my past video. It literally is showing a billionaire, an Israel billionaire, saying that we need to ban all anti-Semitism in America to protect the First Amendment, which makes no sense. Go watch the video. Let me know what y'all think.
If I was Jewish and lived in New York, you know who I'd be really scared of? Israel. I would be scared of Israel because did you see that Mamdani rolled back 2 executive orders about anti-Semitism? They were specific to calling boycotting Israel anti-Semitic. He's done away with that. And he's also done away with criticism of Israel being viewed as anti-Semitic because, again, Israel is run by a Zionist party. Zionism is not a religion. It is not protected under any protection. It is a political movement based in bigotry and white supremacy. That's my assessment. But again, has nothing to do with religion. But the response to that from Israel was, this puts the Jewish population of New York at immediate risk. Immediate risk of what? What are you afraid is going to happen if we don't prevent people from criticizing Israel? How is that going to somehow feed violence against Jewish people? It seems like you're telling us that you're going to harm Jewish people to prove the point. And I just can't help but point out that that has happened historically over and over and over. Look at what happened in Australia. So if I was Jewish, I would be afraid of Israel.
Ultimately, Mayor Zohran Mamdani may be prioritizing free speech over the very real fear and security concerns of the Jewish community. It forces one tough question. Can a mayor really be a self-proclaimed anti-Zionist and still be seen as a protector of all New Yorkers? What do you think? Did Mamdani make the right call to protect free speech, or did he leave New York's Jewish community vulnerable? Please hit the comments and let me know what you think down in the comments section below. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of today's video. And if you found massive value in this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And as always, I hope to catch you all in the next one. Peace.